Hey guys, Zell here, welcome back to more Fate Grand Order. Like the spring sunshine beginning. Let's go. We are on section 9 out of, I believe, 26 or 28. The lowest I believe it could be is 18, I don't know. When did things get like this? Whenever I see two birds flying around the sky, I think back to the age of gods, to the long distant past. Back then, the world was vividly real, and great gods oversaw everything. Yes, there were cruel competitions and wars were replete with tragic loss. But it seems to me that the world back then was one of pride and dignity. Freya offered blessings of love and fertility. Nera supported the seas and watched over the seafarers and fishermen of the world. Balder gave us light and beauty, while Mimir gave us the sacred well. Even during battles when, by all rights, lives should have been lost mercilessly, Odin and Thor were there to keep watch over the proceedings. Back then, I really do think we all loved one another, and not in the intense, feverish way that leads to people getting hurt. I think it was more the gentle sort of love, like the spring sun warming your skin. At least that's how it felt to me. Which is why I don't understand. How did we end up drifting so far apart? How did we end up with such ugly, horrifying feelings within ourselves? Feelings colder than a merciless ice, and hotter than a raging fire. The Tuggets fought off Koinskaya's attacks and made their escape. It's still unclear which path they took at once outside the castle, but knowing your majesty, I imagine you already know exactly where they are. In addition, we found signs that the Tuggets had come in contact with the imprisoned Divine Spirit Amalgamation. I'm only speculating here, but I believe the prisoner may have told him about the dangerous elements sealed away in Mount Hindorfall No. 2. Just tell us where they currently are, your majesty, and Saber and I will head out and recapture them. No, it's not important. Leave them be. I have already decided to love both the children of Chaldea and the strange archer with the unwieldy cannon. Do not force me to repeat myself yet again, Ophelia. I will not allow them to be killed. But your majesty, you are the one who empowered Sigurd's spirit origin, are you not? He is not capable of anything so delicate as capturing prisoners. He would much rather kill them. He will cut down anything in his way. The Celtic woman within me tells me with absolute certainty that that servant cannot be easily used. He is himself like a demonic sword, inevitably bound to hurt its wielder. I suggest you occasionally spend some time reflecting upon yourself, Ophelia Farmasalon, thoughts of humanity. While you are at it, give some thought to that girl, Marsh as well as the archer. Very well. What would she give thought about Napoleon for? Accepting? Or actually finally denying? That archer Napoleon couldn't have possibly meant what he said. He's nothing more than a ghost, an empty shade of a human mocking me. Obviously, it was nothing more than a ploy to confuse me. Did he think I'd fall for something so absurd? Or was he telling the truth? Still, I should have visited them in prison. I shouldn't have let that archer deter me from that. Now I don't know if I'll ever get to talk to Marsh again. Hi, Koinskaya here, reporting back from the front lines. There's nothing quite like losing my whole private army. I'm afraid the contact with these giants about from Her Majesty is now null and void, since I kind of made a botch of that attack. Without my dependable Yoltun gone, I guess this means I finally had a major loss. And yet I seem to not only be down in the dumps here. What's the matter, Ophelia? You're in the Queen's good graces. You're one of the cryptids and a part of their successful plot to completely upend the entire world. And what's more, you command an incredibly powerful servant to boot. So what could possibly be bothering you? What's on your mind? None of your business. Didn't I tell you to stay out of my room? Now, we girls have to stick together. This attitude right here is why Miss Kirito doesn't want to be friends with you, you know. What would you know about? More than you think, honey. Believe it or not, I'm actually very sensitive to human emotions. On top of that, we're actually fairly similar. I know you like you're my own sister. Huh? Similar in what way? Well, there's the fact that we both put our jobs first and foremost. We're both driven and meticulous, yet we become hopelessly devoted, perhaps to our detriment, when it comes to love. Huh? What is she talking about? But enough joking. In all seriousness, you make me sick. A real woman is supposed to be able to balance her work life and love life, but you have feelings for Kistari Wadim, but you just can't relax about it. You can't stop worrying. You believe what you're doing is right, but you're still not comfortable with it. You love him, but you can't fully commit to his cause. You cling to him even as you keep your distance. Do you know why that is? I'll tell you, it's because you've never really had someone to help you before. You've not even had so much as a single friend in all your life, isn't that right? A friend. A mage's life is devoted to a mage craft. We don't need friends. We don't. That's so sad. You cheeky little thing, pretending like you don't need others to survive. Kistari is going to be so disappointed. He may like to talk big, but deep down, everything he does is motivated by a deep love of humanity. Even though he knows all too well that, at their heart, humans are just wild animals instinctually driven to help, respect, and kill one another. Listen, honey, as long as you have your minds of your own, hopes and dreams aren't going to keep humanity going. You need to have a bit of sympathy and affection too, you know. All the more so if you're never able to depend on family. Really, I'm surprised you didn't jump at the chance to marry that archer who proposed. Are you just incapable of swallowing your pride? Or is it more that you're afraid to be honest with yourself about the fact that you've never really trusted anyone? I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. Right this moment you're so scared you can barely stand it, aren't you? Even though this place is a never-ending Wednesday. Stop it. Poor little rich girl. Even though you'll never have to worry about the also terrifying Sunday here, you still can't shake your anxieties about it. But you don't have to tremble in fear anymore, Ophelia. Remember where you are right now. Go on, take a good look around. This last belt is never-ending Wednesday. That's all there can be after Odin went and died. There couldn't be any better world for you to live in, Ophelia, if I'm alone. Stop it. One more word and I'll wipe you out of existence. I don't care what you think you know about me. Keep talking about it and I will kill you. Leave right now. If you're not gone by the time I get back, I'm sending my knight after you. Is that clear? Oh my, how dreadful. Was that something I said? Well, they do say good fences make good neighbors. Very well, I apologize and I won't mention it again. On a different note, you're leaving already. Didn't you just get back? I'm going to the terrace. I need some fresh air. That put some fire back in her eyes. Maybe I was overstepping my bounds a bit. What do you think?
I don't know what the point of you women talking to one another is, and I don't care. Either you were giving her a pep talk, or you were trying to piss her off. Which one was it?
Which do you think it was?
What are you, stupid? Why would I be asking if I knew? Well, no matter. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. Play around all you like, but if you go too far, I'll kill you.
Oh, I'm so scared. That's exactly your problem, Mr. Demonic Sword Knight, or shall I say your majesty. I know what I'm doing. I would never treat a valued customer with anything less than the utmost respect. And since we also have the Tree of Emptiness and that unsightly queen to worry about. I'm counting on Ophelia to help those love spells to nature shine through. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure you are.
Road to the end.
Another lovely day. It doesn't even look like we'll have to worry about a blizzard senpai. At this pace, we should be able to reach our destination before sundown.
It is great weather today, isn't it? Time to get back to high-speed cross-country skiing.
Fo. Good morning, Fo. Did you sleep well? Fo. I finished packing up the Caldea Easy camping kit. We can get going whenever you want, Master.
What a great morning. It may be awfully chilly here, but at least the weather is always nice and calm. I was a little worried we might have to shake off some pursuers, but luckily we made it through the whole night without incident.
Thank you for sitting guard all night, Napoleon. It really helped us catch our breath and rest a while.
Mon plaisir, mademoiselle. The stars and the aurora made it real easy to pass the time. Besides, gotta use the right tool for the job. Since we heroic spirits don't need to sleep, I was obviously the best choice. We don't need to eat either, of course, but we can still enjoy a good meal. Gotta say, these rations you brought with you are impressive. I had no idea we'd come so far with how we made and preserved food. If only my grandam had that kind of food. The best we could come up with was bottled goods, and trust me, those weren't much help in Russia. I wish I'd been able to mass-produce canned goods. Things might have turned out differently. You invented bottled goods, Napoleon. You offered 12,000 francs to anyone who can make better rations, right? Heh. You really know your stuff private. That's right, I held a contest to see who could come up with the best way to improve our rations. A confectioner by the name of Nicholas Appert ended up winning. He came up with the airtight container and the idea to sterilize them with heat. Of course, since we used glass bottles, they ended up breaking all the time, which was a real mess in more ways than one.
Fo. But you didn't say Appert was the full reward, right?
Of course, I'm nothing but if not generous. You know, besides, he had some really great ideas. Canned goods and those things you call vacuum packs all originate from Appert's work with bottles. That goes for the Caldea's rations too. Pretty impressive when you think about it. Anyway, now that we have breakfast and our morning chit-chat, shall we be on our way?
Yes, I'm ready whenever you two are. I would have liked to report our current status to everyone on the border before we left, but... Fo. Yes, Fo, I know there's no point in asking for the impossible. Yet if Da Vinci has expanded her mystical drones, comms range, given our current location.
No way could it reach all the way out here. Or could it?
Right at the moment, calling them with just as infeasible.
Guess we'll just have to find out this other goddess first. Then on with the ultra-high-speed cross-country ski tour. I wonder if we'll have to scale a mountain before we can reach her.
Our destination is Mount Hopingen, the tallest mountain on Scandinavia. I totally said that wrong. According to data Ilya sent me, the third goddess should be imprisoned in the mountain's peak. On a map from Pop Human History, it would be located on the old Jotunheim Highlands, but
around here, it's at the very end of this endless string of snow and icy mountains. At least it's a straight shot there.
Right. We're currently about 230 kilometers away. If I can maintain my boost to second gear, we should reach it in a few hours.
You have some awfully impressive equipment. Its magical energy efficiency isn't half bad either. Once we get this third goddess on our side, I'd love to have a word or two with whoever made it. Especially since my skis are handmade.
Fo?
No, even I couldn't ask someone to carry me like you're getting done. No, really, I couldn't. I won't. I mean it. Mademoiselle, make sure to hold on tight to Private Cell. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pace. With the strength and stamina of heroic spirits, cruising at 200 clicks per hour is a breeze. Still, I can't really keep that speed up all the time with the obstacles that keep popping up. Like, say, giants or a pack of wild animals, case in point.
Yes, I see the master. On detecting several Mensch clan signals in our vicinity. They don't appear to be giants.
They're ice beasts. I take too long to go around them, and we don't want them calling their friends for help. So I say we take them out nice and quick. Once we wrap this up, let's keep on moving. You got it.
We destroyed all the ice beasts. The battle is over.
Alright then, let's get our march back underway. We can even make a friendly race of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Napoleon, but I have to refuse. That would be far too dangerous. Wow.
You're siding with the Mademoiselle Pupper. Just be careful the wind doesn't blow you away.
Equipping Nortex to land sport attachments now. Boosters activated. Switching from thrusters mode first gear to booster. Alert sport sitting by 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Hello, Flaming Mansion. Wait. Third Goddess. Is this going to be... Since Sigurd is technically our enemy, is this going to be Brunhild? Oh, hey, we're fighting another Berserker. Is it a second half to Elia? I highly doubt it.
But you never know.
Sita and I literally is the only one I knew in here. Oh, nice looking place. Whoa, I've never seen anything like that before. The whole palace is on fire.
Rafał! The whole building looks like it's made of ice and there's a wall of fire surrounding it. The fire here is just like the fire in the ice mountains. It's not melting anything around it. It looks like it's just suspended in the air and not burning anything at all. A palace of fire. Rafał, kill.
They're so hot. Don't go near it, foe.
Rafał.
This fire is definitely made with magecraft. Nothing else could keep it burning without melting the ice palace. Maybe there's a rune of burning inscribed somewhere, or maybe the fire was brought here from a nearby mountain. Whatever the case, it makes for a hell of a bounded field. I can feel it tingling on my skin all the way from here. But that only makes sense, of course. Mount Galdhoping is the highest summit in Scandinavia. Whatever fiery forge is on top of it. We are trying to bust out a goddess who could be the key to turning everything around here after all. It'll take more than a barrier of magecraft flame to turn its rogue spirit away.
Please be careful, Napoleon. I think this is the Palace of Fire. Both in the poem Sigurd Dirty Film, a Poetic Edda, in the Volsunga Saga. The mentions the palace at the top of Mount Hindefall, surrounded by a fiery hedge made from the shield of the gods. It was called the Palace of Fire. It's a bounded field created by Odin himself. This could be a large-scale ritual that uses magecraft taken from mythology, perhaps a bounded field that's been in place since the Age of Gods.
Those flames, the shields of the gods. Now this bounded field hasn't been here since the Age of Gods. At best it's an imitation, a bit of fancy magecraft that just looks the part. Use those baby purples of yours, Mademoiselle. I know your senses are dulled from the magical energy and the snow and the fire around here, but look closer. There they are inside the fire, plain as day.
Rafał. Now I see them, those are Muspel giants, just like the ones at the castle. I could tell they were stronger than the Jotunheim or Bergrisar, but now there's several of them.
They're walking around that inferno, like it's a cool day in autumn. Damned impressive. I love tough swords who are proud of it. I don't see anything wrapped up like it before, but given how their legs are in chains, I'm guessing they're here on guard duty. Maybe the queen's just into that sort of thing, or maybe it could be Ophelia, truly. Whatever these guys have going on is in very poor taste, considering the old Jotunheim Highlands of Myth weren't exactly the place to be for the likes of them. If there's one thing these Museful over there are lacking, it's charm. Don't you agree, fire giants? Haha, you're a spirited bunch, aren't you? I wouldn't have guessed giants were such good sports. We're not here to fight the fire giants, but we do need to get inside.
Right, we'll need to get through them if we're going to fulfill our objective. What's next? I'll press stable auto maintenance function activated. I'm welcome guard standing by.
Alright, let's match our way through these guys. Oh man, I wasn't even paying attention to the battle. I was reading stuff on Twitter while I was battling, since we've already fought these giants before. It's actually a really nice looking battle. I like the effect of the flames. It's sad though that these giants are about to get absolutely destroyed. Second, Mukir Sundan. And do that. And just in case... no. There's no just in case. They're going down. You should have enough buffs. Should. And we did. Bye bye. Nice knowing you guys. Again, I really like the animations of the fire. It's nice. Nice work with that shield. It's even throwing the giants off balance. Alright, I think that calls for another cannon blast. Take this.
Target silenced. That takes care of the last Museful. Does that mean the battle is over for now?
Nope, I'm afraid it's not going to be that easy. There's still more of them Mayamis. It's still hard to make out magical energy here. That's not the only unusual thing in here. Can you smell it?
Oh, now that you mention it, I can faintly make out hydrogen sulfide.
That smells sulfur. That's the scent of a volcano. Take another look at the flames, then at the palace. Does it look like the flames have gone down in intensity at all? That the palace door has opened up? The flames haven't died down at all. The doors haven't opened even a bit.
I can't find so much as a seam in that bounded field. Maybe this means we need to use Magecraft to break through it. Assembling such a powerful bounded field would be a problem for Senpai and me. Neither of us is able to use powerful Magecraft like that.
We need a caster to help us, but with the things as they are, we can't count on summoning one long term. Not to mention we still have those guards to contend with.
Does that mean we're gonna have to go get Da Vinci? Here they come. More Museful are emerging from the fire.
Ooh la la. There's even more of them now. This must be the rest of the pack. The smart move here is to rush us all at once. Fire giants, don't bother coming one at a time.
Without care.
Aha, these the pupper. I'll pet you all you want once the battle's over, but right now you should stay back. There's something coming. Up in the sky, it's huge.
Senpai, get behind me, get down. Fafo. Senpai, look. What is that? I'm not sure. It looks like some sort of large flying creature.
Ooh. Is that enemy? Oh, hey, this thing's a caster. Man, am I glad I kept Okita Odata's noble phantasm. And luckily, we still have one turn on Pentacelia's buffs. Well, this thing is totally screwed. Second, Mukir Sundan. Hopefully this does at least half. One more.
Half? A little bit more than half. Not bad. Although there goes our damage buffs. Which really sucks. But hey, Okito Urata gets to go again with the full Brave Chain. Alright. Hopefully this will bring it down to 100,000. 87. Okay. So far, better than I imagined. Now we got a full Brave Chain with our Berserker. Man, this is just not your day, whatever you are. Is this thing like a test? To see if we're worthy to enter? That sort of thing? I mean, hey, either way, we beat it within 5 turns. Not bad. Damn, this thing's tough. I still can't tell what the hell it is, but it looks to be about as hard as a Sphinx's face. The fire giants certainly aren't helping either. It doesn't look like they're working together, though. It looks like they're both so focused on us they're not even seeing each other. Yep, I'd say you're right about that, but I must have really pissed this thing off. I just wish I knew what I did to make it so angry. It doesn't look too bad at a glance. Aha, I think it just left. Nope, I still got nothing. I don't suppose you two have any idea, do you? Well, it kind of looks like a living creature, I guess. I agree, Master. It seems like it is, too. It's exceptionally aggressive. If it were made from Magecraft, I'd expect it to be more mechanical. It could be a phantasmal unique to this lost belt. Or it could be a demonic beast from a self-contained ecosystem that's never been mentioned in any myth or legend. Folk, yeah. It's not. Go on then, Fo. Tell us everything you can. Fo. You know what it is, Fo? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Senpai. I can grasp the idea, but I can't exactly make sense of it as a language. I've always admired Dr. Doolittle. I'm afraid I just don't have that kind of talent. Don't worry, hardly anybody can talk to animals. Okay then, back to the battle. Alright, understood. We need to take the giants out first. Things will get out of hand real fast if they gang up on us. These 3 fire giants left, alright. Let's do this thing. I'll fill them all full of holes. 1. 2. 3. Break them, smash them, make your way through. We've destroyed all Muse. No, wait. The 3rd one is still alive. And here I thought I'd scored a direct hit. Aha, now I see. This one's a real fiery warrior. It uses fallen comets' bodies as a human, a giant shield. Brave and cold-blooded, I love it. Fo. Whoa there. You started hurling boulders. I mean large blocks of ice, but don't worry. I can block them as long as I stay focused on defense. Do it. It's time to take this guy down for good. Let's see how you like a barrage. Consecutive impacts confirmed. Both the unidentified creature and last Museful have been. Get out of here. The identified creature has been sent flying directly into the palace. The firewall shows no signs of going out, but the palace's outer wall has taken significant damage. Sorry about that. I tried to hold back, but the damn thing was so tough I ended up really going all out. Oh crap, this is bad. I just knocked that thing into the palace. What if it ends up eating our sleeping beauty? Even if it doesn't, what if she ends up getting buried in the palace? It's alright, I don't think there's any reason to worry. How can you be so sure? That's a feeling, but a strong one. If I'm right about this, then the one in this palace has to be. Fo.
Well, the thing just got knocked back out of the palace.
Fo.
Yep, Brunhilde.
Good morning, everyone. I am the daughter of Odin and the eldest of the Valkyries. Once I was both a demigod and a goddess of old. In proper human history, my story and praises were sung in the Poetic Edda and the Volsung saga. I am an avenger who once loved Sigurd, only to end up taking his life followed by my own. I am Brunhild, a heroic spirit, one of which you do not have. You suck. I shall never come to you, Chaldea. It hurts. It's so true.
I'd have to pull in on a Lancer banner, on a guaranteed Lancer banner, and hope I get her. Oh, hello. There's only 3 here. Like the spring sunshine middle.
A big sister from proper human history is awakened. Sisters. Come, my sisters, who all share memories with me. My true sisters who have lived since ancient times, who never depended on the Queen's magical energy. I seek your counsel though our minds are linked. I wish to hear your voices. I get it. Our big sister's woken up. Shame, I'd hoped she'd just stay asleep forever. But now that she's awake, we need to do something about her. So what should we do? You know, this could be a good opportunity. Yes, you might be right. This can't be happening. Our sister from proper human history should still be sleeping soundly in her safe haven. Yes, but the fact is that she is awake now, unfortunately. Then we'll need to go greet her. Yes, there's no time to waste. Even if she is from the proper human history, she is still our sister. She was the first Valkyrie, the one closest to the gods, and so she is the ultimate Valkyrie. Though we may all be demigods, her divine core is much closer to that of a true goddess than ours. We cannot afford for her to side with those humans. Yeah, you're right. We've got to find her right now. We need to save her before it's too late. Having her remain with humans after she fell asleep in blissful ignorance would be cruel. Right, we should go greet her, and soon, even if she doesn't wish to see us. If Brunhild intends to side with the humans with proper human history over our Scandinavia, we will need to show her how foolish that would be.
You 3 are weak. I'm gonna regret saying that, aren't I?
Fo. Oh my, you are such an adorable little creature. Fo certainly seems to like her. Does this mean she's our ally? Maybe she's a heroic spirit without a master, having to materialize in a slow spell like Beowulf and Billy. She doesn't seem to have the same magical energy signature as the slow spelt, so I'm inclined to think she's the realest Brunhild from proper human history. I had a feeling that might be the case when I first saw that burning palace. After all, a palace surrounded by fire appears in her legend.
She is a heroic spirit from Norse mythology, after all. She was an ex-Valkyrie and Sigurd's spouse, right? I'm not bringing up Sigurd.
Yeah, she appeared in the Poetic Edda and Volsung saga. She was said to be one of Odin's loyal Valkyries and Sigurd the Dragon Slayer's spouse.
Okay, so you did it for me. Okay, alright then.
I am also the one who killed him. That is why I am strong. Shield made a much cuter idol. Cell. I am prepared to devote myself body and soul to your journey to restore proper human history. That I am here in this last belt means there is someone with whom I must do battle. A third goddess. I feel that may be something of an exaggeration. But even if it is, I am ready and willing to help you however I can, Cell. Well, we'd be glad to have you, Brunhild. On my name, I swear to you I will be of use.
Your eyes are the color of purple crystals, gorgeous. You certainly are the oldest of the Valkyries, so those jaw-dropping looks of yours are thanks to the old gods making you themselves, huh? Thanks, old rulers of Scandinavia. Thanks for leaving such beauty in the world after you left. Now that I've come face to face with that beauty myself, I'm helpless to do anything but drink it in. I would love nothing more than to get to know you better, Brunhild.
Fafo. I'm sorry. You are the Emperor Francis. That is not what I meant when I said I would devote myself body and soul. I'm sorry.
Ooh la la. Your beauty won your flesh too. Haha, making beautiful women blush really is one of life's greatest pleasures for men, isn't it? No, wait, that may have sounded really bad. Would you mind if I took that back, fair maiden?
Napoleon, I'm sorry to interrupt your attempts at flirting, but what about Ophelia? Didn't you already propose to her?
Heh. Ouch, you got me there, mademoiselle. You're right, my heart does belong to Ophelia. I may be a man of France, but I'm also a man of Corsica.
Would you continue, please?
I think that may be why my spirit origin has these strange quirks.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it seems that once I materialize, I can't help but look for a lover. No, seriously. Still, it's just the one. It's not like it's going around hitting on everything that moves. And once I find my one true love, I can't help but profess to love's virtues. It's a real burden, you know.
Fow.
Oh, I'm glad you understand, Pupper.
Just one.
That's right, Napoleon in heroic spirit only professes his love to one person per materialization.
Well, I mean, you've already done it to Ophelia, so you can't really do that to Brunhild. Okay, but what about what you just was saying to Brunhild? Yeah, what happened to just the one, huh?
Whoa, hang on. I think you've got the wrong idea. That wasn't a profession of love, I was just being chivalrous.
Uh-huh.
Just because I found my true love here, doesn't mean I'm immune to other women's charms. But that's still not the same as professing true love. Look, I'm a passionate guy. Sometimes I just can't help myself. Whatever I used to be like, that seems to at least be the case now.
Fow.
Easy there, doggo. I'm not actually a dog person, you know.
Didn't you say you were okay with dogs before?
Oh, whoops. No, you got me all wrong. It's not like I dislike them. It's just bugs I have trouble with. Ever since my beloved wife Josephine just bit me out of nowhere. It took a real chunk out of me too, so I've never really gotten on well with dogs since then.
Oh my, I didn't know your Imperial Majesty was married. I see, that's wonderful to hear. What's more, you say you have eyes for someone named Ophelia right now. Fow. My, I see a woman named Ophelia. That won't do, no, that won't do at all. Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, you have tried to deceive women, no people in general, with love. That won't do at all.
Gonna kill him? Ooh la la, I can't believe it. I was only half serious. I never expected this beauty to turn her purple crystalline gaze on me so seriously. Does this mean? Your answer is we, that you accept the love I have to offer you. If so, it would be uncouth of me to refuse. Who cares if these two humans object?
Napoleon just tried to hug a pile of snow, and now he's face down in it. Fow. Was that some sort of illusion? It does seem to be the case. It was Magecraft's intention to interfere with the target's sight. As an archer, Napoleon should be resistant to that sort of Magecraft, yet it still worked. My Magecraft comes from primordial runes. Power from nature gods bestowed upon me by Odin himself. Primordial runes, that's the same kind of power that Scotty wields. That spell just now was far from the rune's full power. It was only a tiny fraction at most. Even so, not even a powerful heroic spear can easily resist their effects. Now, why don't we have the Emperor cool down for a bit? No doubt he was delirious from some terrible fever. Oh, I know, that must have been what they call spring fever. I'm afraid not. True romance is no mere fever. It does not stop until you burst into flames. Besides, I really am sorry, but if a hero I'm sworn to love comes close to me, I may just end up killing him. Oh, okay. I see. Then Sigurd is here. As I suspected, yes, that explains a great deal. Very well, now I understand what it is I must do. When I first materialized in this lost belt, I wandered it aimlessly, without understanding why I was here. As I went around defeating the giants who attacked me, I was sealed away by my sisters as well as a woman calling herself the Crypta. From then on, I remained asleep in the palace protected by a bounded field, modeled after those created by my father Odin until he woke me up. Now at last I finally understand. So I must apologize to you in advance. Should I do battle with Sigurd, I hope you will forgive me if I embarrass myself. Foe. When I see him, I'm quite certain I won't be able to restrain myself. I may even get so worked up that I can no longer speak, and my spear may grow larger too. I'll do my best to resist my urges, but the possibility remains that I may end up going into a rage like a berserker. So, I'll be careful if it ever comes to that. Understood, Brynhild. It's great to have you on our side. Thank you. It's possible that Sigurd is not a servant from proper human history. He may not be the Sigurd I know, but someone else entirely with absolutely no knowledge of who I am. But even if that is the case, I'm sure I
don't know if I agree with that, Mademoiselle Valkyrie. Sitonai said he might not belong to this lost belt, and I'm inclined to agree.
Napoleon. He's still got snow on his head.
This lost belt's been exactly the same ever since 1000 BC. It's a world basically designed by and for Skasa Skadi, a world where the entire human population has been locked down for nearly 3,000 years. No one here has any desires intense enough to create an evil dragon like Fafnir for Sigurd to slay. What's more, there's no economy to stimulate desire. Hell, there's not even any concept of a nation state. That tells us something. Something about Sigurd besides whether he's from the age of the gods or the AD era. At the very least, we know that in this Lost Belt, Sigurd would never have been born, and even if he had, he could never have become a hero, as there could not have been an evil dragon for him to defeat. There you have it.
So this is a world without heroes?
Except for you and me.
Foe.
No need to get all mopey about it, Papa. Even if there aren't any heroes in this world, Brynhild and I are still here, not to mention you are two human friends. And along with you, Doggo, and even that isn't all. That shadow border thing of yours is found somewhere too right. A band of humans and heroic spirits all working together to restore humanity. We really do need to contact them again.
I agree, Senpai. Even if we can't rendezvous with them soon, we should at least update them on our situation.
It's been, what, 4 or 5 days since we first met. It's probably about time you brought your shield and armor up in for a tune-up, Mademoiselle. Since we met up with the third goddess and all, now seems like a good time to head back. You said they were located around southern Sweden, right?
That's right, the border is part in southern Sweden, near Nordkoping. I think we should be able to call them again if we return to Lake Fanen area.
And that's near Village 23. Alright then, for the moment, let's head back to southern Sweden. Hey Valkyrie lady, how are you at skiing? Don't worry at all if you're just starting out. I'd be more than happy to take you by the hand, to hold your waist and show you how it's done.
You're rather amusing, Emperor Napoleon. But I can't, I'm sorry. Please understand, it's extremely dangerous for a qualified hero to get too close to me.
Dangerous sounds thrilling. Don't worry, I'm perfectly delighted to risk my life for a beautiful woman.
Faux. Napoleon, does that mean for Ophelia yourself also?
Of course.
At any rate, you were talking about skiing. No, I am not very skilled at it, but worry not. I'm quite comfortable traversing snow. Faux. Oh, hello. Are you sure you want to ride on my shoulder? The wind will be rather strong. Cool, faux.
I see you've got good taste in women, Pupper. Aha. Alright then, let's get our new Grand Arm underway. New Grand Arm moving out.
Right.
Okay, where are we right now?
The old Skagaric Strait. On a map from Poppyman history, this would be part of the sea. Faux? Oh yes, faux, this is the ocean, or at least it would be on a Poppyman history map.
But around here, it's nothing but frost, snow, and mountains as far as the eye can see, just like most of this lost belt.
We've also passed lakes that are nothing more than snowfields now.
Is that just means there's seawater and lakes underneath all this snow and ice? Seawater, in this particular case.
It's uncharted territory for both me and Senpai. This place is relatively warm. It was much chillier up around Jotunheim.
Oh yeah, good point. Every bit of this lost belt is still covered with snow. This area from Oslo up to Mount Galdhøpiggen had a lot of icy mountains as well. Now that you mention it, it was colder around there than it is here, but it still feels strange to call this area warm though.
That's true. The word warm seems to have lost all meaning here.
Well said, Alright, I've decided while we're doing this, we might as well make a little pit stop.
Does that mean you've been here before?
Something like that. Besides, I'd like to find out as much information as we can. But since getting close to sunset, why don't we take a break right around here?
Alright. Another village. It's Napoleon, the MP Man. Everyone, MP Man's back. Who's that pretty lady with you? Is she a mate? Maybe she's an envoy. She's so beautiful. She's got armor and a spear.
No. She's not my mate. Then again, people in this lost belt don't have any concept of love or marriage. So I guess I understand the confusion. Hey kid, leave her alone. Can't you see you're bothering her?
Oh no, I don't mind. I quite like children. It's lovely to meet you, little ones. Would you like to play with me? Yay!
You sure?
Of course, it's no trouble at all. Besides, you don't need to speak with the adults.
Yeah, that I do. You're a real considerate lady, aren't you?
This place is...
Looks exactly like Village 23.
Napoleon said this was Village 67.
It would have been so much better if it was 69.
But while the details are a bit different, the basic structure is exactly the same. I'd say they're about 80% similar. I wonder if it was intentional.
No kidding, even the people inside of here look exactly the same.
All that aside, they've been so welcoming to us. And just look how happy these children are. Hey, are you guys missing Napoleon's friends? Oh yes, I suppose you could say that. Then here, this is for you. Mr. Napoleon always plays with us when he visits, so we want to thank his friends too. Thank you, these flowers are very pretty. We all grow them together. Sorry, they're not the special kind we save for the ordained day. Please help me, I'm very happy to have them. For flower. Whoa, what do you, want to play tag?
No. Yeah, I know why we're doing this, but it's still hard.
Senpai.
Whoa, what along faces you two? Is this your first time here meeting these people? Turn those frowns upside down. Traveling's meant to be fun.
Napoleon, you think you could stop smacking Senpai in the back so hard?
Oh, sorry, I didn't think it was that hard. Anyway, I asked around a bit, and it sounds like it's business as usual here. Nobody's seen any envoys flying around on patrol, or heard anything about giants acting up. Looks like we're safe at the moment.
In that case, we should be able to get a very good night's sleep.
Yep, only thing is, there's a bounded field here.
A bounded field?
It looks like a new one's been put up around the village's gates and surrounding walls. Brunhild's the one who noticed it. Can't fool a primordial rune user.
With apologies for my presumptuousness. Yes, I detected a bounded field besides the ones Gus Ascani put up to protect humans from giants in the cold. It is a powerful field designed to defend against outside enemies, like a great shield or impenetrable fortress. I can't make out the exact spell type, but I do know it is magecraft on a level fitting of the Age of Gods. If nothing else, I can tell you it is not based in runes, which would mean the Queen didn't make it.
So somebody made the bounded field here stronger? Then who did?
Yes, who could have done that? The only person who's done it with the last spell and uses non-rune magic is Ophelia. But that can't be right. Her specialty is summoning spells in not bounded fields. Canis didn't seem to possess a spirit origin that was particularly skilled in magecraft either. But then if neither of them did it, then who could have possibly? Foe. Oh, welcome back, Foe.
Oh well, mulling over it's never gonna get us anywhere. Let's just take it easy here for the rest of the day, then pick things back up tomorrow. Aha! There you are! Hey, we finally get to communicate, even if it is with Gordy himself.
Foe. Director.
I knew I could do it if I tried. That didn't take long at all. Shadow Porter here, I trust you can hear me. We got through again. Don't be so surprised. It's a miraculous coincidence. I have no earthly idea how we got reconnected. In this case, my abundant charm played no part whatsoever. Oh, and incidentally, it seems we will only stay connected for a few seconds more at best. Whoa, who's the pudgy guy? And that's the, 11th, 12th time he's been called either fat or pudgy now? Is he that Gordolf you were telling me about?
I can't tell if I should be wary of him or not.
Come on, old man, step it up. Step on it. Tell them what we just found out, hurry. Alright, there's no time for formalities. Cell, we have an emergency on our hands. The old Lake Vanern, a group of giants, is headed towards the village where Gerda lives, even as we speak. There's no way a bunch of children, a young adult, can fight them off. If the giants forced away inside, they'll kill the whole lot.
Oh no.
Village 23, huh?
Master. Or Foe.
What if our Mr. Code drones only just picked it up? I don't know where you are right now, but you need to get there double time and rescue them. That village may be useless to us as a source of new information now, but it could still easily serve as a base for our allies. You must protect it at all costs. Alright, we need to go now, fast!
Agreed, I cannot stand idly by as giants massacre children. That is not how a proper hero should fight.
Come on, the odds are against us making it there in time, but our grand arm is nothing if not fast. Private Cell is right. We move out at top speed right now.
So are the sisters behind this attack to draw us out? No, it just seems to be giants. All right. So I will be right back.
Or it'll actually do the story first. I'm used to it actually doing the fights first now.
You made it to Village 23, Senpai.
I didn't see any giants outside. Are they on the inside?
I'm afraid that's a definite possibility.
Or they could have been lying to us to get there faster. So that way we could actually, you know, talk. But there's no way in hell they would lie, right? Would they? I don't know. That Gordy is sus, man. He might be the third imposter.
The outer walls and gate all appear to be intact, but we still can't see what's happening around the fields. I don't like that we had to climb over the gate without permission. This is an emergency. Wafau.
I'm a little worn out after all that high-speed cross-country skiing, but I'll worry about that later. So, don't sense any giants around here.
Let us hurry. We should start by going to the village center.
Right. This is it, the center of the village.
I don't see any people out and about. Maybe they've holed up inside to stay safe. Or maybe we're already too late, but if we are...
I don't see any signs of a giant attack anywhere. Plenty of these homes still have lights on.
If that's true, what's going on? Who's there? I thought I heard voices. You shouldn't be out this late. Maybe I'm not really in a position to say anything after I went outside the village, but... Gerda! That voice. Lady Marsh, Lady Sel, and that's man from the Ordained Day. This is amazing, and you have another envoy with you today, too. Wait, if you're here, that must mean you stopped fighting with the other envoys, so what a relief. I was so worried about you after that big fight you had. Hey, how did you get through the gate? It's so big and heavy that it takes several grown-ups to open. Oh, but we shouldn't be talking out here. Why don't we don't want to disturb anyone. Won't you come inside? I have some soup I can heat it up if you'd like. I bet you're really cold after being out there all night. Oh, well. Are we sure this village was attacked by giants?
Hang on, this magical energy is calm and gentle. It definitely doesn't belong to a rampaging giant.
No one is hurt. That's all that matters. But I do have to wonder, why did that person from Chaldea tell us giants were attacking? Gerda, do you mind if I ask you a question? I'm not sure I'll be able to answer it well, since I don't know very many things, but sure. Did anything unusual happen in the village today, particularly from sunset until now? Oh yes, that I do know about. Right before the sunset, a stranger came up to the gate from the outside. The grown-ups offered shelter from the cold, but the stranger just said, "Not for need for that, I'm not cold." But their clothes were all ragged and their face was hidden, so we were worried. We invited them inside again, but they just clicked their tongue and said, "I'm from Chaldea, don't worry about me." After that, the stranger said a blessing for everyone in the village and then just left. Senpai, did you hear that?
Strengthen the bounded field without showing the face? This all sounds kind of familiar.
Yes, I believe there was someone else who claimed to be from Chaldea in Russia as well. Oh, and Laura said she thought she heard really loud footsteps. We usually never hear loud footsteps except on the Ordained Day, but she wasn't sure if they belonged to giants or not.
Okay, so the person claiming to be from Chaldea took out the giants before we could get here. Hey, at least good and everyone's safe.
But she did say she thought she could hear them shortly before the stranger showed up.
I think I know what's going on. Those giants probably were on their way to Village 23, but this stranger must have driven them away. Which means we hurried all this way for nothing. I mean, it's great that no one was hurt, but
Well, for fun.
It's fine.
Thank you for the delicious soup, Gerda. It really warmed me up.
Thank you, Gerda. I feel so nice and toasty now.
I'm so glad you liked it. It's Village 23's traditional fish soup recipe. Okay, I'm going to clean up. Please stay here and relax, Lady Marsh. You too, Foe. Oh, Foe. Oh, please don't worry about us, Gerda. Let me help you clean up. Oh no, Lady Marsh, you and Lady Cell should relax. That's what guests are supposed to do. I remember hearing that in one of her legends. You know, it's amazing. Never thought I would actually get to entertain guests of my own someday. Please enjoy your stay. I mean, didn't you entertain us last time we were here? The soup really was yummy. Yes, it really was.
Oh good, you're both done eating. Perfect. This place might not be in danger of running out of food, but they're not exactly enjoying a surplus. Having them share what little they have with heroic spirits like us who don't need to eat well. I can't help but feel bad about it.
Not to worry, Napoleon. I explained that you and Brynhild had already eaten earlier. So... Right. There is indeed a new bounded field around the outer walls and the gate. It's the same as the one around Village 67. It's a powerful bounded field, but it isn't made from runes. Well, there is one thing that's slightly different.
It looks like the original bounded field had a small tear in it, probably from a fight with our envoys. I'm guessing that's what drew the giants here. So basically, someone else cleaned up the mess I made. Not only that, they did a brilliant job of repairing the tear. Not so much as an ant could get in now.
Well, there really are not any ants outside the village anyway.
Haha, good point. How about you two? Any luck reaching the border?
I'm afraid not. I've tried several times, but I couldn't get through. Last time the connection was shaky, but we managed, however. Now it seems impossible. Maybe it's a new bounded field.
That's possible. Definitely possible. You all hear that?
Good, we're stepping out for a little bit. We'll be right back. Okay.
Doesn't even bother to ask why.
I can sense them. There appear to be several giants wandering around near the village. Perhaps they still think there is a hole in the bounded field. They do not know it was reinforced. They keep going around the same location in circles over and over.
Literally sounds like Titans from Attack on Titan.
It's possible that they may give up if we leave them be, but they may not.
Guess whoever fixed up the battlefield missed a few. Fine by me. We'll just have to clean up the cleanup.
We don't want to worry the villagers about this.
Right on. Then let's try to keep it quiet so we don't disturb their beauty sleep.
Understood.
Oops. Was I just kidding? Okay. I was just kidding.
Yes, I am aware.
Man, you're beautiful.
Please stop.
Haha, your cold demeanor makes it even better. Alright, my new granddaughter. Onward to battle.
We made it back inside the village without incident. I know I brought this up earlier too, but it doesn't feel right jumping over the gate. It's a similar peace and protection for everyone in this village after all. Foe.
We servants are strong enough that we can bust right through it, bolt and all. If we bust hard enough, but that would no doubt be a lot worse. Besides, you know, it would be weird for us just to come up and knock in the middle of the night after we picked a fight with the envoys. So if those are our choices, I don't have a problem sneaking in. I'm sorry, I've been a bit cavalier about that sort of thing since my Grand Arm days.
That's quite enough, Napoleon.
Oh, right, sorry.
There you are. You were out for so long I started to worry. Are you alright? Are you cold?
Sorry to worry you, everything's fine. We just went for a bit of a walk is all.
A walk? Foe. Stop it, Foe, you're tickling me. Okay, settle down. I have to talk to Lady Marsh. You see, I finally realized something.
Oh?
Foe? Lady Marsh? Between you, Mr. Napoleon, and the person who showed up outside the gate, I think I understand now. There are other people out there besides the envoys. Which means... you and Lady Cell aren't really envoys after all, are you?
I never said I was. All I said, that Marsh was literally an angel. I agreed with you on that. That Marsh was an angel. And then she blushed. I still remember that. I don't know how, but I do. But yeah, we're not on voice.
I'm sorry. I've been wrong this whole time. But even if you aren't on voice, I still think you're great, Lady Marsh. Things were so crazy during the ordained day that I never got to say that before. So I'm really glad you came back and that I got a chance to tell you. I feel so much better now. Thank you for coming to see me again, Lady Marsh.
Again, she says Lady Marsh. It feels like this girl doesn't give a crap about me at all. I'm like a second side thought. It's fine, Gerda. It's fine. It doesn't hurt me at all.
You're welcome.
It's fine. It's not like I tried my hardest or anything to protect you. Even though technically after we finish this last spell, you'll disappear. Whoops. You didn't hear anything. Okay, so we've got 5 points of progress on this one right now. Alrighty then. This one right here is probably going to take up an entire episode in and of itself. But who knows? We're starting off with a battle, so it might... who am I kidding? It's still probably going to be its own episode. Just like, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one, where we will be doing the next episode of Like the Spring Sunshine End. And now, there's 11. I told myself I wasn't gonna do this, but the fact that I need to make calculations of like how many I have left to do in Lost Spell 2, because it's literally coming right around the corner, Oni Land, and I have little to no time. I am chronically lazy to the point where I've literally screwed myself. I never thought I'd actually let it get this bad, to be honest. Okay, so there's actually only 17 chapters. So, my other theory of what I was potentially forgetting was actually right. This is the shorter of the 2 Lost Spells that are out. Extremely shorter. By like, what, 6 chapters? 7? Alright. That makes me feel a little bit better. But the fact that section 11, which is chapter 11 technically, and then after that we've got 6 more to go? Yeah, 6 more to go. I can live with that. We're actually closing in on beating Lost Spell 2. Do I still think I'll be able to pull it off? 6 more chapters before the beginning of the 19th? Which, technically speaking, I need to actually end this on the 18th before maintenance comes out? Otherwise, I'll be stuck trying to finish Lost Spell 2 while I could be doing the event. Which I can't, because it's locked. But hey, after we finish Lost Spell 2, I will finally be caught up with the main storyline in FGO, and I will never let it get this bad ever again. I believe I will never let it get this bad ever again. If I do, I have major issues, more than I thought I did. Okay. So I will see you guys in the next one, where we have 4 more episodes in total. As if I can do chapter 11 in one, and then 12 and 13 in the next one, make that 5 episodes. Still a lot better than I thought we were going to have to do. See ya. Till then, see you guys later.